exist on YouTube. Everybody.
Are your like 3 subscribers?
Yeah, I do. And that's 3 people in this world that know who I am.
They're all us. And like your mom.
No, my mom's not a subscriber.
I like to party!
I love these surprise sessions we have here, don't you?
Yes.
So anyway.
Shut up. Welcome back.
To the podcast. You need to shut up. This is my podcast. So, today we will be featuring the bros of the year.
Your mom?
Yes, you know it.
Anyways, welcome back to the podcast. Today we are featuring Alex, who actually is my worst enemy now, and wow, that voice. Who is actually my worst enemy now. And I was really thinking what you guys wanted to let me know in the comments what you think about Alex. Guys, comment down below, smiley face, heart, kitty paw, emoji, lipstick, and 2 dragon breaths with 1, be quiet, with 1 horse, unicorn, and star. If you think...
That sounds like a Starbucks frappuccino.
And then type in my code, that code full of emojis, and get a Starbucks gift card. That's right, guys, a Starbucks gift
I thought
card.
you wanted them to comment down below if they like you or not.
If they like you, then they won't comment anything. But if they don't like you, then comment all those emojis that I just told you guys to comment down below. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.
Hey, well, our first subject for this amazing podcast is something very, we might want to hush, and we might want to give a silence of respect up in here for a little while, because...
Respect, guys. Silence.
Yeah, sorry guys, just can we take a moment of silence for these beautiful, wonderful people out here in this world, just doing incredible things every day. You want to hear a news story? So there is this story that I found really heartwarming, and I just wanted to share it with you guys, because sometimes we need to get perspective on humanity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I don't actually, so...
Oh, well, you'll learn. So, this story happened to me, actually, when I was really little. So, one day, when I was about, like 7 or so, I was walking down the street, and I was holding something, and you'll see what it is. It'll be revealed later in the story. But I was holding something, and this guy comes up to me and he says, "Can I hold this something you're holding?" And I said, "Yes, of course." And he held it, but he ran away with it. And do you know what that thing was?
What? What was that thing? Oh my gosh.
It was my pet rat. And the reason why I think that this story is something great about humanity is because that guy who took my rat Jeremy away from me, he saved my life, because we later found out that that rat was infected with lots of poisonous sewer diseases, and that if I had him near me any longer, he might have bitten my hand off and caused me to die. So that's why I think that humanity is really beautiful.
Clap.
Go. I've brought you a gift.
What is it?
It's a crystal. Nothing more. But if you turn it this way, look into it, it'll show you your dreams.
Dogs. Hello, this is my best friend. This is my new best friend. She's my new bestie. Everyone else back off. I'm gonna die. Look at the dogs.
They're killing each other. Are you going to you strong, wonderful man? They say he murdered 3. Are you coming?
Alright, my story of humanity it's actually a really interesting story, and it's a very heartwarming thing to me to think about. Every single time I think about it, a tear of joy comes to my eye, actually, so.
That sounds beautiful.
It is beautiful, and I don't think that you'd ever be able to understand true humanity until you listen to this. So, one day, much like you, I went to school, and school is a terrible, terrible, horrible place that you should never go to. And in fact, if people tell you that you should go to school, they're wrong. In fact, they're so wrong that you should fart in their face. But that's not the point.
Yeah.
So, one day, I was walking to school, much like other kids, back in the day, everybody went to school, but we don't talk about that anymore. School, no more. Anyways. Shh. Now.
Yeah, go on.
Now, I was walking to school like anybody else, and I got into school, and I went into math class, and I had terrible diarrhea, and my nose clippings were getting all over the ground, and I was feeling so stressed, and the teacher came up to me, and she said, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, I'm not okay. I have bad diarrhea, and my nose hair clippings are getting all over my desk and all over the floor," and I was crying, and it was really just a bad day. So she tried to console me, but my poopy diarrhea my poopy diarrhea just got to be too much, and so what I did was I ran into the bathroom crying, my nose hairs drooping out of my skin, and they were all over the floor and getting all over the bathroom, and my poopy diarrhea was splashing around and stuff. And so, I was crying, poopy diarrhea and nose hairs all over the floor. And somebody walks in, and they say, "Hey, Tob, are you okay?" And I said, "No." And they grabbed a fistful of my poopy diarrhea, and they threw it away, and they helped me clean up my poopy diarrhea. And ever since, we've been good friends, but unfortunately, they got diseases from my poopy diarrhea and had to flee. And they went to the park, and they rode on a swing, and they too contracted poopy diarrhea and saved me from it.
I feel like humanity is just becoming such a beautiful race,
It is.
We need to escape it.
Yeah.
Especially, think of how, disturbing it was for you to just have that, diarrhea attack.
Yeah, it was so disturbing. It honestly scarred me for life.
Exactly, and for that person to just say, "Hey, I got your back," it's just really a great thing, I think.
It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful.
That person could have been the person with the diarrhea attack, but they weren't, and they decided it's time to help others.
Yeah. That's a really
and
important
I'm glad you guys are still friends.
Oh my god.
Just don't do thirst traps. Actually, do whatever you want, but
That was the lesson of today.
that was the lesson of today. Guys, if you were wondering, there is one more thing that Alex and I should talk about, which is something that actually has been coming up in our own debate recently, and we've been talking about it a lot, actually. And Alex, if you would like to say what we've been debating, that would be really great.
Oh, well, I really love the thing that we've been debating is something I think a lot of people have actually talked about this, but we were talking about this a lot when we were younger, and now that it's come up recently, it really feels like this deja vu.
When just imagine, okay, the imposter is sus, and you're not the imposter, but your best friend is, and then your best friend betrays you, and you find out that your best friend is the imposter from a...
Is there anything else you'd like to add for this segment for humanity?
I think there is probably one more human who I think really deserves a shout out for. He is my best friend. He's wonderful. He's charming. His name starts with a T, and he's always with me. He makes these podcasts with me, and he's so funny and smart. His name is Roberto, and I just adore him, and I just think that we should shout him out. So maybe I'll link my podcast below with Roberto, so you guys can go and check it out. So.
Yeah. Anyways, shout out to Roberto, who is Alex's best friend. I actually also have a best friend that I would like to shout out, now that you've mentioned your best friend. My best friend, she is so amazing. She makes me laugh every single day. She always texts me. It's great. We have wonderful conversation. And you know what's funny about you and Roberto? Me and my best friend actually do the same thing. And you know what her name is?
What?
Oh, her name is Alexa. Alexa and I have been so close for so long, and I just wanted to say, shout out to Roberto and Alexa.
Wait, how do you do it?
R.I.P. then. Hey! So I says to the guy, I says, I don't want a watermelon, I want a Mullen. Get it? Because my girlfriend's name was Mullen and I really wanted her back.
I don't care.
Alright. Hey! So I says to the guy, I says, I don't want a watermelon, I want a watermelon. Get it? Because my girlfriend's name was Mullen and I really want her back.
Bye. Bye. Don't go there. Never return.
Alright then.
Like I said, you're the stupidest person I've ever met.
Shut up! Oh my god! Every single day I wake up